Hello, and welcome back to Exotic Beverage Reviews. This, if you can believe it, is episode 5, and I'm scared already. Today's victim is AriZona RX Energy Herbal Tonic. It claims to be a refreshing herbal tonic. So, energy drinks tend to go in one of two directions. The most common path is that they double down hard on the traditional energy drink model with a high caffeine recipe that includes common ingredients like taurine, guarana, and ginseng. The other route that energy drink manufacturers take is basically to go natural and herbal and try to make something that tries to convince the consumer that it's healthier for them than the other kind. Ostensibly, based on the advertising, AriZona RX Energy Herbal Tonic is going down the latter route. AriZona, with its annoyingly camel case Z or Z, is an American company headquartered in New York, not Arizona, that specializes in iced teas, which is the basis of this energy drink. Before we get into the review itself, let's just get the elephant out of the room. This can is freaking massive. It's a 680 milliliter can. It's 0.68 of a litre. It's 23 fluid ounces, whatever those are. Apparently, this is a bit of a trademark for AriZona drinks, but let's just remember that this is an energy drink, and even tiny cans of energy drink usually carry warnings that if you drink more than a couple of cans in, say, a 24-hour period, you're putting your health at risk. So I don't quite know what that means for this thing, which is basically a barrel with a ring pull on top. It's interesting that the dietary information on the back of the can states that the can contains 2 servings. So I suppose it's a good thing that they're at least paying, I guess, lip service to the size of the container in the fine print. Its 13-syllable name is AriZona RX Energy Herbal Tonic, which sounds to me like something that should be sold off the back of a wagon in the Wild West, right alongside pills to cure what ails you, and possibly some lubricant extracted from a reptile, but we'll see how the drink goes before we leap to any conclusions. The thing that makes my eye twitch about the name of this drink, though, is the inclusion of the little RX. Stylized with the X embedded in the leg of the R. Now, I'm Australian, so this symbol doesn't immediately mean anything to me here, but in the USA, this symbol is used on medical prescriptions. It's actually an abbreviation for the Latin word recipiere, which means take this. I feel like including that symbol on the can and in the name of the drink is kind of borrowing trust from the medical institution, especially given the fine print on the can, which we'll have a look at in the warning section of this review. There's also a green cross near the AriZona logo, which is another international symbol for the medical industry and kind of implies trust. I don't know if I like that. Oh boy, so the description on the front of the can is it's an invigorating blend of green tea, tropical and citrus fruits, Panax, ginseng, eleuthero root, guarana, schizandra, and vitamins A, C, and E. It also claims to be anti-ox, vitamin C fortified, whatever the heck that means, and it's a great buy at 99 cents. Just to be clear, I did not pay 99 cents for this. I paid a small fortune in Australian dollary dues plus shipping. It contains no preservatives, no artificial colour, and no artificial flavour. And that's really about it for outrageous claims. Not terrible so far. The branding is chaotic, given that AriZona is famous for having a pretty classy design on their most famous product, which is the iced tea in the turquoise can, which you're probably familiar with. There's just a ton of stuff happening on this can design. They've used a weird sort of charcoal drawing of some athletes running along a beach, but it's kind of in the style of something very old. Maybe I'm drawing a connection with the word tonic here, because tonic makes me think of something from the late 1800s. It's an odd choice not to include a colour image. There's really no reason they had to go with a black and white drawing. The rest of the can is just yellow with blue, red and black text and a bit of green for the green cross logo. I really don't like the design. It looks incredibly budget, it's confusing, and I don't know what they're trying to tell me. It's chaos. Okay, so there's a couple of interesting things on the can here. Under nutrition facts, we have 2 servings per container. This makes sense as the container is approximately the size of an Olympic swimming pool, so I wouldn't want to encourage anyone to drink the whole thing in one sitting. There's also an awkward bit of fine print going up the side of the can that says, "This product is a food, not a drug. It's not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases." I assume this is on here as some kind of legal requirement or loophole to permit the use of the RX and green cross symbols, but it's great that the company is being clear, I guess, that their magical tonic is not actually intended to perform any magic. There's also a note at the bottom of the can that reads, "Shake well, settling of natural herbs may occur. Refrigerate after opening." So, yay, there might be sediments in the bottom. It's odd that they don't advise for you to serve it chilled, only to refrigerate after opening. Maybe that's an Australian thing, providing advice on how to serve a drink. Although it does make sense to mention that you should refrigerate it after opening because you're not supposed to drink the whole thing in one go, remember. Oh, there's some stuff in this one. So the bulk of the drink is green tea made from filtered water. The filtered water is clearly non-carbonated because it tells us to shake the can. It's sweetened with high fructose corn syrup because America. It's got pear juice, mango juice, honey from orange blossom, citric acid, lemon juice, natural flavours. I don't know what natural flavours, but there are natural flavours. It's got ascorbic acid, which is also known as vitamin C, gum acacia, which is known as gum arabic, which is an emulsifier, caffeine, beta-carotene for colour, vitamin E acetate, which is considered a relatively harmless food ingredient, but it's all over the news as a dangerous component of vapes, so don't do that. It's got ester gum, which is also an emulsifier and stabilizer. We've got guarana extract. Eleuthero root extract is from a small tree or bush native to northeastern Asia. It's also known as the devil's bush or Siberian ginseng, and unlike a lot of the magical ingredients in energy drinks, there is actually some scientific evidence that this stuff can provide some benefits in enhancing physical and mental capabilities, particularly when you're exhausted or unwell. Compelling, but I would still see a doctor if you need help with low energy or convalescence. This stuff also contains schizandra, which is another extract from a plant used in traditional Chinese herbal medicine, where it's supposed to help with skin health, insomnia, cold symptoms, etc. And that's pretty much everything that's in this drink. Alright, let's follow the instructions and we'll give it a shake first. It feels wrong shaking a can. I know it's probably, I hope it's not carbonated, but it does feel weird shaking a can. I feel like this will end badly. All right. Yeah, definitely not carbonated. It's flat as a tack. I guess that's how it's supposed to be. So, smell? It smells a little bit vegetable. It smells kind of like, I think it's apple and carrot juice. Interesting. Well, it's orange. It looks exactly like orange juice, and it's kind of opaque. It basically just looks like orange juice. Okay. Definitely tastes of iced tea, which is the basis of it. Definitely iced green tea, which is fine. I can taste fruit. There's a lot of fruit. There are several fruit juice concentrates included in the ingredients, so that's to be expected. A little bitter on top. I think that's coming from the herbs, the caffeine. That makes sense. I really don't mind it. It's quite nice. They're absolutely spot on with refreshing. That is definitely a refreshing thing. It doesn't taste like a traditional energy drink, that is absolutely for certain. It tastes kind of like a traditional cordial, like I don't know about the rest of the world, but in Australia we have Cottee's cordial, we have, you know, your supermarket brand cordials, liquid you mix with water in order to make a drink. This tastes quite a bit like traditional cordial, going like way back to the 80s and 90s before they started putting sweeteners and removing all of the sugar from cordials. That's exactly what this tastes like. That's really quite nice. I think this is the first review where I've actually poured a second glass for reasons other than I screwed up what I was saying and needed to do it again. Would I buy AriZona RX Herbal Energy again? If I found it for the price that it says on the can, yeah, I probably would. But realistically, this one cost me, I think it was about $12 once you factor in postage and all of the other things that go along with buying something. I mean, it's an import, so it's phenomenally expensive in Australia to buy imported drinks. Obviously, you know, it's a liquid, you're sending it through the post, it weighs a ton, that's how that works. Would I buy it again? Yes. If I came across it in a store for the right price, I would definitely consider buying this again. It is remarkably pleasant to drink. Cheers, again. Panax ginseng, so a common ingredient in energy drinks, including AriZona RX Energy Herbal Tonic, is ginseng, which is generally extracted from the root of the Panax ginseng plant, which is native to Eastern Asia. Ginseng is used as a herb in folk and traditional medicine, and it's generally believed to have an effect on tiredness. It may help with memory recall and cognition, and it might even have some results for erectile dysfunction. It's also commonly used as a traditional treatment for stress and anxiety. It can be used to treat Alzheimer's disease. It may act as an antidepressant. It may be somewhat of an aphrodisiac. It probably doesn't help you to be physically stronger, and it may have long-term effects on sleeping patterns. There are a lot of contraindications for people who suffer from heart conditions, insomnia, blood thinning conditions, or hormone-sensitive conditions. Again, the tiny amount of Panax ginseng root extract in an energy drink is unlikely to have any measurable effect on your life if you drink energy drinks in appropriate moderation. If you are drinking energy drinks for their health benefits because of a specific ingredient in the drink, you need to remember that you're also drinking all of the other crap that goes into these in order to get that one ingredient. So like this can says, this is a food, not a drug. If you need something for your health, see a doctor, not the fridge in a convenience store. So that was AriZona RX Energy Herbal Tonic in its stupidly large can. If you liked the video and you think that maybe you need more of these reviews in your life, there is a subscribe button down there, and you can leave a comment if you'd like to let me know exactly what you really think. Stay tuned for next time when I think long and hard about whether I really want to try the next drink on my shelf of questionable beverages, and then I try it regardless.